It's the Texas weather discussion video for Wednesday, the 30th of January. I'm Donovan Neal. We remain cool over the next few days, but then we warm to basically mild conditions by the weekend, and then as we go towards the weekend, we could see the possibility of a few showers and thunderstorms, and could some of those thunderstorms actually turn severe by Friday and Saturday? Well, let's check things out here this morning. Here's the upper air look across the continental United States. You can clearly see that polar vortex intruding on the northern United States, including most of the Midwest and parts of the High Plains and the Great Lakes states. Temperatures early this morning, very similar to yesterday, mostly in the low 30s and mid to upper 20s surrounding the DFW Metroplex. But let's take a look at temperatures around the nation. You can see that this clearly depicts the polar vortex across most of Minneapolis and parts of the Midwest, where their temperatures is actually in the negative 20s, mostly in the negative 20s and negative 40s in most spots. But this doesn't clearly depict how cold it is. Here are the wind chills this morning as of 5 a.m. this morning. You can see that there's just basically negative 58 for places like Minneapolis, St. Paul, negative 47 for Chicago, and negative 50 for places like Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Wow, this is absolutely unbelievable. And the coldest region, and those aren't even the coldest readings. The coldest wind chill readings are actually in the net. It's like negative 70 degrees, and this is basically unprecedented. Has not happened in the last 2 decades, and this is expected to continue for the next several days. Across the watch warning map, you can clearly see extreme cold warnings and wind chill warnings. Wind chill warnings are in effect for the affected areas of parts of the Midwest, the Great Lakes states, and also parts of the northeastern United States. But down here in North Texas, we remain pretty quiet. On the convective outlooks, since we have that nice cool air mass that's able to stabilize things, maybe some thunder for western California, but no organized severe weather is expected. Tomorrow, maybe we'll see some thunder in parts of southern Texas, and on day 3, which is Friday, we have a marginal risk of severe storms for basically the DFW Metroplex extending all the way down to basically Austin, Texas. Here's the average rainfall for the next 7 days, followed through Wednesday morning of next week. Heaviest totals remain off to the west in California, and down here, amounts generally stay below a quarter of an inch for most of North Texas. And again, that's anything that we see Friday and this weekend. So let's go on to the model output. This is the O6Z run that the GFS filed this afternoon at noon today. You can see we have that polar vortex in the Great Lakes states, and down here, as a result of that, we stay pretty dry like yesterday, a mix of sun and clouds, highs mostly in the low 50s. Tomorrow, pretty much the same deal, except we turn mostly cloudy, highs in the mid 50s, with morning lows in the mid 30s actually. And here's Friday. We slowly begin to warm up. Highs, we mentioned highs in the in the mid 60s. Again, with mostly cloudy skies, and there's a chance that we could see a few showers and thunderstorms by the afternoon hours. And like I said, some of those could actually turn severe. This is the estimated CAPE values. You can see readings of around 1,000 joules per kilogram or less Friday evening across North Texas. And of course, this is basically early February. It doesn't take much for thunderstorm. It doesn't take much instability for severe thunderstorms to tap onto. So we'll continue to mention the very, very low end threat of severe weather. And Saturday, pretty much the same deal. Mostly cloudy. We'll have an increased chance of a few showers and thunderstorms, with some of them turning severe. Highs mostly in the mid 60s. And here's Sunday. We pretty much clear. Maybe we'll see some sun out at times, but we warm to the mid 70s on Friday. On Sunday. Wow. And here's Monday of next week. On Monday, you can see that storm system clearly lifts to the northeast. Snow for places like Minneapolis, St. Paul, and parts of and rain for basically the eastern half of the country. In that case, highs mostly in the low 70s with mostly sunny skies. Tuesday, we have a little bit of a moisture intrusion again. Highs mostly in the mid to upper 60s with, again, mostly cloudy skies. But here's a week from today, Wednesday, the 6th day of February. High, you can see that trough basically staying up north, where it should be, and down below that we could see another front by Wednesday. It basically comes through Wednesday morning, and with that, temperatures will drop. Temperatures will basically drop throughout the day. Here's the end of the 10-day forecast period. This is Saturday. This is Saturday, the 9th day of February. Basically, heights are where they should be for us, and down here, things look pretty quiet. You can see for the numbers for the next 15 days coming off of the European ensemble. After today, we basically turned extreme. We basically turned pretty mild through the weekend and into the early half of next week. But then, like I mentioned, that cold front comes through early Wednesday morning, and then we drop again into the low 50s and mid 40s, and then we basically stay that way towards the middle of February. That's it for the Texas weather discussion video for today. I'll have more notes in the blog. Next video here is expected to be posted at around 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. If you can't catch your local TV stations this afternoon at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and Godspeed.